Okay, guys, what's up? We are here for another episode of Two Newfies, One Joint. Myself, Frank McGrath. What we're going to get into right now, the Olympia weigh-ins. We're going to segue into another topic. So the classic guys are getting heighted and weighted in. And from my understanding, at the beginning of the year, the IFBB said that, like, okay, whatever, you height in at your first show for Classic Physique Pros, that's going to be your height for like the whole year. So you know what weight to come in at with your weight cap and all that stuff. And then they decided at last kind of minute, maybe a week or two ago. I don't know. I don't know all the facts. This is just stuff I've been told. But a week or two ago, they decided that they were going to reheight everybody at the Olympia just to keep everything like fair.
Yeah.
Um, and then now because of that, some guys got heighted and I guess shorter than what they thought they were going to be and miss weight. So I heard, I think it was like 10 guys. That's what I heard
Wow.
out of like probably 60, I would imagine. I know Michael DeBull was one of them. He's like a pretty popular classic guy, gets
Mike,
super peeled.
Mike Summerfield is one I saw.
No, apparently he made weight.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
No,
apparently he made
I
weight.
just saw the thing with his hair where it was
Yeah.
like a couple inches almost, of like height difference.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't
what the
know.
deal there is. Like, do they hide it on top of the hair or do like they push the hair down? Like
I think that they should push the hair down.
they should,
But
yeah.
you know what? I've been at shows and I've helped people at shows. I won't say who, but where their height was not, they were like 6'1" and they needed to be 6'2" to make this certain weight. And I don't know how we did it, but we got the 6'2". I don't know. Do you think sometimes that they like just fucking push these guys through? They say, hey, let that guy go through because they want them to be, they're popular guys.
100%. Dude, yes. I think that can definitely happen, especially, some of these guys are the guys who are selling tickets.
Yes.
I mean, what if your top five doesn't make weight? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Right. So like,
It's just like a half a pound or a pound, like, it's like whatever.
I don't know. I just see a lot of, like I said, a lot of people getting redone. I only saw Mike Summerfield being done. Like I said, I didn't see what the result was after, but he made the height. He was, I don't know what height it was supposed to be, 5'9.5" or I don't know what it was, but apparently he made it and he's ready to go. But it seems like it's a thing people are talking about, like this people not being measured correctly.
I would hang upside down on one of those like inverter things and like get my buddies to wheel me to the weigh-in and then just like flip over really quick and jump and get heighted.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine wear like 3 or 4 pairs of socks.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that before too.
Right? And I mean, it's only half an inch. I mean, you can get a little bit out of it, right? And I just said, man, just when you're getting up to straight out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing as like making weight for fighting in the UFC, like where these guys like they weigh in at like 185 and then the next day they're fighting at 205.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like, why are we doing this? Like, why don't we just just come
Like you
in?
said, you're right. Why don't the guy that's like, say if he needs to be 185, just you guys just move up a division? I don't know.
Everyone just needs to move up one division.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just needs to move up one
Like,
division.
what's the point, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess like I do actually like how they do the height in and weigh in for the classic guys and the men's physique guys now, because I think that's the only way to keep them from getting too big, and then they just become like open guys, right? So I think it's needed 100%, because how else would you really differentiate the divisions if you were just like, oh, we just want you guys to look classic, like be as big as you want. You have like Andrew Jack would be Mr. Olympia Classic Physique,
Yeah,
right?
or you get last,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess you never know. So I think the biggest issue, like in my opinion, with this stuff is the extreme measures people go to make weight. Because obviously these classic guys need to come in as big as they can. So they're gonna just barely be able to make weight. So what's kind of worrisome is that in itself, these guys have to push it really hard, use diuretics. And the problem with the diuretics, depending on which ones you use, is like the electrolyte imbalance and like possibly potassium going to nothing or potassium even in some instances going too high possibly, and your heart stopping, right?
Yeah.
You go into cardiac arrest. That can happen. So yeah, so then look at this. So you get a situation where a couple of these guys miss weight and they're given like 2 hours to make weight. So they've already sucked down an insane amount to make weight. They probably feel like they're on their deathbed, and then they miss weight, and then they're like, okay, I'm going to lose 7 more pounds. So how do you do that? There's really one way.
Yeah.
It's injectable Lasix,
Yep.
right? And you take that,
Drink no water on top of it, and
drink no water with your body already fucking depleted, man. Like you are literally putting it all on the line, man.
do you think it is today that there's so much pressure to, especially if you're a big name too, right? To be that shredded, it's fucking like it's a lot of pressure too. You know what I mean? Like can't come off. You lose your sponsorship, or could make a difference of winning or losing. But it's like like your life. You know what I mean?
I think if I was like knew I was going to be in the top 5, I would push it probably. But if I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be in the top 10, I would go to the Cheesecake Factory.
But you know what's
I
for us?
call it a day, man. I'd be like, that's it, whatever.
The only good thing is that we both were super heavy. When we're amateur, super heavy. Never had to make weight.
No, never had that experience.
And that's what I tell people. I honestly believe that nobody should try to make weight. I really believe they should just come in at your absolute best, whatever that is. Be that weight. That's how I feel about weight classes. I never really agree with people like trying to get like I think about Flex Lewis, for instance. Like he would come down to 212, but dude, he used to have to suffer. I trained with him to get down to 212, but I thought like at 220, 225, he looked like fucking unbelievable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it would be interesting if they just like eliminated all the divisions and everyone just became an open men's guy.
Listen, no offense to anybody that's won in a division. It's like you're the best man, but I really believe that there should be only one open Mr. Olympia, because that's what everyone like respects more than anything. That I really,
Well, I think there kind of is though, no? Like I think there's an understanding that like there is Mr. Olympia because it's like they're Mr. Olympia Classic Physique, then it's like Mr. Olympia Men's Physique, but Mr. Olympia,
who's Mr. You know who it is?
yeah, you don't need to say open bodybuilding.
Yeah. When I think Mr. Olympia, I think about Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, the guys who've won Mr. Olympia.
There's not a doubt in my mind that the open are the main event, and that's what everyone's really like going to see. Like people like seeing Classic and stuff for sure, but like everybody watches the open.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Classic Physique is over, open's about to go on, you turn your TV off.
That's what I'm saying. No matter, like, you know how Classic Physique is like one of the most popular now because so many people want to do it.
So many people want to do it because it's achievable.
Yeah, but my thing is, no matter what, if you go to Olympia and you go in there to watch, when Chris Bumstead was competing, or whatever, the Classic, right? And you would definitely still stay to watch the open. 100%, even if you're not into it.
Well, I mean, yeah, even if you're not into it, then you start seeing these guys walk out on stage and like you want to watch it. Like it doesn't mean it's okay to like a division and not want to look like it. It's like, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being like, I'm just a classic guy. Only like Classic Physique. Open's too crazy.
Some of those physique guys are monsters.
Dude, listen, I appreciate literally every division. Like I'm around a lot of shows, man, with my coaching and stuff. And like some of these guys look sick, like the small waist, how big their chest and shoulders are. It's like a crazy look. It's almost like wellness to me, like that same sort of effect, like where it's like wellness is like, yeah, they have like crazy legs and stuff, but it's almost just like the look is just insane. The shape, how like the different like the smaller upper body with the crazy legs, like they're looking like centaurs. And with men's physique, it's kind of like that same sort of like shock value where it's not all about just the size. It's like the crazy shape that these guys have.
Things
and
like
like
the V-tape or the little weight.
Yeah, it's nuts, man. Like, so I appreciate every single class.
Like everyone deal. Like I thought you see his last show he won? The one he came back and won?
Yeah.
He looked great. Like I was like, damn, that he's pretty big.
Yeah, man. Well, I think, at the end of the day, like the top pros are probably like the most structurally gifted pros, like for the most part, right? Like, because now it's like where it's like the structurally gifted guys used to kind of be the smaller guys, and then like the guys who didn't have the best structure would have more muscle. But now we're kind of in an era where the structurally gifted guys are adding the muscle, and they're just kicking the shit out of everybody.
You say that you think you're not like the most structurally gifted guy, right? You work for every bit of like being a pro and being on stage at these pro shows and stuff. But do you feel people who I respect the people who can beat people with the good genetics?
Yeah, well, you can catch them, but I mean, those are situations really where it's like you got to be on your shit.
Yeah, because at a certain point, I really feel like I've seen you get ready for a show, dude. You turn into a fucking robot. You were doing at those last 4 weeks, abs, just posing, cardio, everything you were doing, man. I'm like, what else can you do? Yeah. Like what at that level, I know that you're doing it at the same level as the top guys.
Yeah.
Down to like, hey man, this guy's just got that genetic. Not taking away from what he does, because I'm sure he does everything just as hard as you do. But some people just got it, like something extra.
Yeah, listen, that's just the way it is, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you see that, like you see some guys get on stage. I mean, like what comes to my mind would be like Keon, Quentin, that just like have
beautiful physiques, beautiful.
Undeniable shape that, obviously they worked hard to put the muscle on and bring in the condition that they do, like no doubt. But it's like that shape that's just what they have.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, what can you do at the end of the day besides just do everything you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And give
You know,
your
I kind
extra.
of feel like that with the height classes. How I feel about bodybuilding, what we're saying, is because, hey man, this is just what we're born with. You just got to go with it. So we should just be in the same class. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, 100%. And it's like just play to your strengths because it's like, look at Uri, or look at Uri. Uri's just came in and won 2 pro shows.
Yeah, dude. Let's.
It wasn't the biggest guy, like, really aesthetic.
People think that smaller guys are at a disadvantage, right? And I'm like, dude, we got guys that are competing at over 300, like you, Antoine, Justin. But then you get look at Keon. Like, holy fuck, this guy's what, 5'7"? I don't know how tall he is.
Like 5'6" or something like
Yeah,
that.
like, and like, dude, like I think he would almost win the Open. It's like it's just you'd have to him next to those guys, but like beautiful shape and size. It's like, damn, he doesn't need to be as big as everyone else to beat them. So I think it's like, let's all just get in the same class. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And just have more have a pro show every weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, like I think that would honestly be the best thing too. A lot of people's careers will be over.
But we have had a few guys that went from like, I mean, Derek went from 212 to Open and won. I'm like, that's
Yeah, yeah,
great.
but I mean, all the shows, like, if you have a show every fucking weekend, every show would probably have 20 or 30 guys in it, and that would probably, well, not maybe not even that. I'm sure you get some with less than 15,
Yeah.
but, I think that would be the best way of doing it because it's almost, like, to the point where it's, like, we've seen a couple times now where these classic guys come up or these 212 guys come up to the Open, and they do good.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like, what's the point of all these different divisions? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should just have the best physiques in the world up there regardless of all the other shit, like, so it's tough, it's tough, right?
I
But
understand too. It's like it makes it more diverse, more obviously people are making more money. A lot more people are like I'm sure today is probably the most in history that people have been into fitness. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I know it's a money game too, but like you said, like those divisions, nothing against those guys. Like, dude, they're amazing, but some of them are obviously uh more attainable than Open class Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think it's
definitely.
just take more drugs.
No, it's more time, more food, and that's what it is, man. The best physiques in the world are literally just the people who have done the right shit consistently, like who has stacked up the most good weeks.
Yeah.
Those are the best bodybuilders for like the longest period of time. Like it's just doing the same thing over and over, for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would say for you, I like even you told me when you started bodybuilding, nobody believed in you. Like there
No.
was a joke, you know what I mean? And look at that,
Yeah,
dude. This is your living.
yeah,
You
yeah,
are a
yeah,
pro bodybuilder for a living.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But that shows me like that guy can knows how to fucking work, not just genetics.
Yeah. Well, what else is there? I think I'd rather have good work ethic than good genetics, honestly, because good genetics will only carry you so far.
Mhm.
And maybe work ethic like won't make you Mr. Olympia, but work ethic will allow you to figure out a way to even like make money from bodybuilding without like winning
Yeah.
shows. Like and
So
and
like
and
me, I know that I had good genetics. Like my shape was really good and
yeah,
stuff. I sometimes I don't even think about ever trying hard because I was like, I like doing this.
yeah,
So I know at some point I was like, yes, I was genetically gifted. When I think about how hard I worked, I'm like, I think I look back now, I'm like, okay, I could have done better on my diet. I could have done better something in my training, but like I was just a balls to the wall guy. Like just go to the gym
no.
and go nuts, go absolutely bananas, and that's what I came up with.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like I've been doing bodybuilding the same way for so long. It's funny how we're going so off topic, but anyway, like yeah, but like I've been doing bodybuilding the same way for so long that like I've kind of like got to the point where it's like if I keep doing it this way, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, you have
So
to enjoy it because that's what's gonna make you better. I think.
exactly. So I kind of have this new thought process since this last prep where it's like I'm just going to do what I want, what I should, and what I feel I should do, right? Like even like day to day,
Yep.
and just see what happens. Like obviously I'm going to be like there's going to be structure. Like
Yep.
I'm not saying
Yes.
it's going to be like eating fucking whatever, like four meals a day today, 3 meals tomorrow. No, like I'll eat 6 meals every day, right? But it's like I'm just going to go more off how I feel day to day and like really listen to my body because like first of all I'm a good coach.
Yeah.
Like my athletes do well, right? I know my shit. Second, I know my body better than anybody at this point. I've been in my body for 32 years, and I've been bodybuilding for 14 of those years now.
Yeah. Wow. Already.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, crazy shit, right?
Sneaks up on you.
Uh, yeah, it really does, man. Yeah, yeah. I was feeling in my shoulder today when I was training chest.
That's
Honestly,
oh, you know
the
what?
years.
Also, something I want to talk about with you. I seen a picture of Ronnie Coleman and Flex Wheeler, right? And they showed these people when they were on stage, you know, what they look now, and what they look like they're at their peak, right? And it was said some like shitty comment, and I was like, man, what's wrong with all you people? Like, I was like, we're all gonna get old, and how people have this expectation on people. You know what I mean? Like shitting on Ronnie and shitting on Flex Wheeler because they, you know what I mean? I was like, they're also, dude. Like, you gotta realize you're just a normal dude who's saying that. Those guys were the best in the fucking world.
Dude, exactly. It's so funny. It's like, it's crazy, man. Because it's like these guys were in the arena, man. What the fuck do you expect? Like they were pushing their bodies to the limits to like present the most extreme physiques that were ever seen in ever on earth, ever, right? And and okay, they're paying the consequences. You don't think they knew there was going to be consequences when they were doing that? They're fucking warriors. They have a totally different mindset than you. They're willing to put it all on the line for something they're passionate about, and they found a purpose in life. You don't even know what that feels like.
Because you know what works to me? What the worst feeling would be? Okay, so if you're a normal dude, sucks. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do in my life. I kind of had to have normal good life. But some people, I said, don't want to live that. They want to go after the craziest dream. Like how, you know, Ronnie Coleman. I'm sure he, in his wildest dreams, did he ever think he was going to be the best bodybuilder in the world? But the thing, because he loved it, dude, it was like he's not working hard for that. That's just because he loves doing it. But I'm like, some people will take the risk. You know what I mean? It's worth it to them. And I hate when people shit on people like that or say like, "Well, look at them now." I'm like, dude, their whole I don't know, man. They went after the
Dude,
dream.
honestly, for me, even when people like pass away from bodybuilding, and people say shitty things like in the comments or whatever, or talk shit like, oh, like that's what you get for like doing steroids, like that's what you get for doing bodybuilding. It's like, man, fuck you. Like, at least they went after something.
Yeah.
Like, at least they took a risk and went after what they wanted in life, and they were living the dream for a little while. And okay, maybe shit happened and they died, but I bet you that they would probably do it all over again. Cause when you are in this lifestyle like we are, man, it's not really a choice. Like I don't I can't like just stop. Like,
Dude,
well, that's just how it is. Like, it's ingrained in us. Like, we have to train, we have to live the lifestyle. If we don't feel like we are pushing ourselves every day, then we feel like shit.
listen,
You know?
I understand. Listen, I'm at the point I'm at, dude. I'm on dialysis.
Yeah, no,
And
I
I
know.
still like, even if I don't eat, if I eat one meal a day, I still weigh it. I don't why am I doing that? Like I still go to the gym and try hard as I can. Like even today, I went and did legs. I didn't do anything crazy, but I made myself enough that I got sick. Like,
Yeah.
why am I doing that at this point?
I don't know if I mentioned this on the last podcast because we were talking about how I was feeling after the shows, but like I've had a few thoughts about like literally hanging it up like lately, right? And not that I would ever stop living the lifestyle, but just like competing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like a few thoughts later, I was like, man, all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna quit for like 5, 6 months and then have to come back to it because I love it. And then all I would have done is wasted 5 or 6 months.
I'm really happy without it, man.
Yeah, so it's like I've accepted for me that like what will stop me from bodybuilding is like one of two things, like a bad injury or my health starts to like decline.
But you mean bodybuilding as competing?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm yeah, exactly. Like it's like I'm gonna go until like the wheels fall off because it's like I can't imagine being healthy and able
Yeah.
and not trying to be my best.
Yeah.
Right? Like I won't be like I just wouldn't be able to deal with that. I'd be like, what am I doing? Like why am I just settling for this? Like why am I not trying to get better?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't deal with that.
I'm doing the same thing right now. Like, I'm not gonna compete ever again. I'm not gonna do it like that. This is just for me right now. This is because in my brain, even when I think to myself, I get like these days I get down and days I'm like pumped up. But I'm like, I don't care if I'm on dialysis, what the problem is. I'm still gonna work my hardest to improve my body.
It's like what are you gonna do?
If I
Like
don't do that, I'm miserable if I don't train.
well, you have to try to be your best no matter what the circumstances are, right? Like your best will never be what your best was,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But you can always be your best in your current situation,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah, I think that's all that really matters.
Well, just that's the thing. I never understood the guys that did this. Like we talked about before, how they stop.
Yeah,
Dude, what are you doing, man? Like, I don't care if you don't compete, it's not your job no more, man. You still do fucking couple curls.
yeah, yeah. That is crazy to me. Letting yourself get fat and out of shape is crazy to me.
I do, yeah, like,
Yeah, and you do see it happen, man. You see it happen, like like some guys get really far away from the lifestyle. Some guys go the opposite and like start drinking And like, you know, next thing you know,
I
they're
think that's to
fucking,
cope with not doing that too sometimes, right? Because they can't do it at the I understand some people though, when you get to a point when you can't do it at your best level again, some people just like, there's no point if I can't be my best. I get that.
yeah. And it's like, you can't be the biggest, best guy in the gym anymore. Like you see something like one day you're like in your 40s and like you're still the biggest guy. And then one day this like 30-year-old pro walks in
Well, that happened to
and
me. I remember this and one day just I felt like I was the man walking to the gym and I was like, oh shit, now like I gotta look at you every day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's like 4 300-pound monsters at
Yeah.
your gym at all times.
It's hard to feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's not the gym to try to be the biggest guy in the
No,
gym.
no. But that was like when I was growing up, that's my mentality. Like if I didn't walk in the gym and like heads would turn, okay, I need to get not big enough.
Yeah.
Or even the way I lifted, like I would go in and like lift pretty insane, pretty good numbers, I guess. But for a bodybuilder. And like it was the change in that was kind of hard for me.
You know what? One thing I don't really see in the gym anymore is people like doing crazy shit, like
No,
crazy heavy feats ever.
I was thinking the same thing. Everyone's just doing, I mean, I don't understand, but like normal weight, they stop at a certain amount of reps and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, but you got something left. They're like, I don't know. Why are you leaving it? Why are you leaving it in reserve? Right? Like, oh, do it.
I don't love when people like grunt unnecessarily at the gym, but I don't hear people grunt at all. I hear no grunting
Very few
anymore.
people in in the gym I go to. I know there's a lot of professionals, a lot of people that look great. A few guys in there, but the go 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, I know. Um, I guess that's all the science stuff, no? A lot of people are so into that, man. Like some people, I think, with the bodybuilding, I mean, there's a place for it for sure, but so many people I find these days are getting so carried away with just being way too calculated with everything and like being way too reserved. It's like bodybuilding is extreme. You got to do extreme shit. You got to eat extreme amount of food. You got to train extremely hard. You got to get a little risky on the PED side sometimes. Like if you're trying to be one of the best, like if you think you're going to be one of the best bodybuilders in the world, being reserved, like I'm not saying abuse them, you know what I mean? But like there's certain points in your career
Yeah.
especially when you're like not super young, but not super old. Honestly, like where I am, like late 20s or early 30s, like your body's still healthy. You're in your prime years for growing.
Yeah.
Like this is the time to push it. Like if you
So
think you're going to do 500 milligrams of Masteron and 700 milligrams of test and get the size you need to be a good pro, you're you're hilarious.
yeah. Like I say, that's the time to also train. Like the craziest I ever trained in my life was probably from like, I don't know, from high school in my basement until I was like 28, 29. That's when I was like, no, you're 30 in my 30s. There was no, I didn't count reps. I was just like, I go until I can't do anymore. I don't know. It's pretty basic, but I'm like, I never had like even I think about the guys that I looked up at were like Ronnie, Jay, Dorian, how many reps you can do. It's not, I don't stop at 12. I just keep going until I'm done.
My off season starts in January and I'm like kind of scared. I actually am. Because I'm like, this is probably my last opportunity I'm gonna have, like where I'm gonna be healthy enough to like really push the size
Yeah.
and like to put on like this last little bit of muscle I need to like carry for me for the rest of my career. And I know like what I'm gonna have to eat, how I'm gonna have to train. Like this will probably be the year that like I'm lifting the heaviest weights of my life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. Like I have no choice. Like you know what I mean? Otherwise I'm not gonna get better. Because I have to do shit I haven't done before
And you know
either.
what I really started thinking about this lately? I really believe that a lot of people who have, well, some people have great genetics, but to make your physique look really the best, you got to have some compound movements in there. Like not just doing all machines. It's so easy though, like just to do that because it still works. But so I really feel sometimes just when you're really doing like somebody's, like say half of what you're doing free weights to get that look.
Yeah. I plan to deadlift. I need to thicken up my lower back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what better way?
Well,
I won't deadlift from the floor because it will be way too much leg drive for me where I'm so tall.
yeah.
I'll do like some type of rack pull or like raise the bar off the ground a little bit somehow so it's more back and stuff that like, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause like, where I'm 6'2", like if I'm doing a conventional deadlift, like it's pretty much a squat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. True. Yeah.
to get the weight off the floor, right?
Yeah.
So I'll have to modify it somehow, but like I know I agree with you. I need a free weight movement, and I think I might even start safety bar squatting again. 'Cause, dude, I remember like my legs are big, but I remember like I used to like live and die by barbell squat. Like I was getting like 455 for like sets of 12. Like, and I was younger, but I feel like my quad sweeps were their best then.
Yeah, yeah,
My quad sweeps were super round, like pop right off my hip. And I feel like I might have lost a little bit of that from like doing just mostly hack squats and like leg press and shit like
yeah.
that. So I think I'm gonna try to back some of those
Even if
movements.
I think even at this point, like you don't have to squat crazy, right? I mean, a crazy weight. Do it more towards the end, so you're already pretty exhausted, right?
For legs, man, I'm generally sets of 15 to 20 anyway, because
Yeah,
like my legs are strong as shit. If I do under 15 reps, or especially like under 12 reps, dude, the weights are so heavy. It's like just way too risky.
yeah, 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 yeah.
If I'm failing at like 10 reps on a hack squat, it's like
So
8 plates of 5 probably.
it's
All
crazy.
right. Yeah, and then my knees will like pay the price too. Like, so yeah, the only choice on legs is to like my leg setup is always like pre-exhaust with the machine. So like adductor, hamstring curl, leg extension. Like those are usually my first four. And then I'll do like a leg press and then I squat. Squats are like fifth or sixth for me.
Okay, that's good because then you're not gonna like load it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Because again, if I do like squats, like if I did squats first, I will definitely get hurt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Fuck.
I'll pop a quad or something. Like
Yeah,
I
I,
know
I,
that.
I never, I had my, I'd say from my since a teenager to like 30, that's when I squatted, and that's probably no, till I was like 32. Then I started slowing down squats. The knees just started to get like, but oh yeah, same thing. I'd do at least 405 for 20.
I would do that shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a big rep guy on legs, and leg press was just, how I can't imagine what you've done on leg press, like at your best, heaviest. I've done
I
so like
think
15 plates aside.
I've done like 13, I think is probably my best on like a hammer strength. But like it was still for 15 though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I didn't do low reps, you know what I mean? The one time, dude, the one time I did barbell squats first, I put myself, it was 9 weeks out from the first show that I did the year I turned pro.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like the first qualifier I did. So I was training with one of my buddies who like I don't normally train with him. We went to the gym and typically same thing. I do the hamstring curl leg extension before I'd squat or any shit like that. But I literally was looking around the gym and like all those machines were taken.
Yeah.
And then this the squat rack was open.
Yeah, you're young too, right?
The squat rack was open.
Yeah,
Fuck, what was I, man? Like, what year? I was like 27.
yeah.
So we go over, and I'm like, okay, I'll just do a lot of sets like to warm up. And so I did I did like 1 plate for 12, 2 plates for 5, 3 plates for 5.
Yeah.
And then I wanted my buddy to get a video of me doing 405 for like 15 or something, like shit, like, right. And he has a video and he's going. And I'm on like rep 14 and I'm like, that was hard. And I'm like, I got one more to get like the video, right? Sure as shit, man. I go down and I'm not squatting in the rack after either. I walked it way outside
Okay,
the rack.
shit. Yeah, don't say.
Yeah,
Don't say.
no safety. I go down and squat and I feel my quad pop. It was a muscle belly, right? Let go. It wasn't like a tendon or anything. And I literally I try to I got it on video. I try to like duck under the weight and like throw it over me. And I do, but like it smokes my head. and then I roll back and I'm like, fuck.
Hey, it's a good video to have, though, man.
But then I was like, this is my reaction 9 weeks out because you know how I am in prep, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm like, okay, can't do any more quads. Let's just do hamstrings.
yeah.
And then just
That's it, man.
go do a full hamstring workout. Cause like, you're like, okay, this might be my last leg workout for a while. And like, you're still warmed up and like the blood is flowing. So you're like, fuck it. Like, let's just go do what we can. And then
Dude, the mentality is so fucked up, isn't it? Most people,
but
I'd say most people just leave. I've done something where you got hurt, but I was like, okay, what can I still do?
dude, people freak out, man. Like I've had so much of that shit. Some people freak out because like, and not to like come off as like a dick. I'm not trying to, but like some people just get so in their heads about that. Like I've had clients like call me, and again, like I'm not saying this is a bad thing. So I understand how scary it can be, and like you
Yeah.
don't know what's happening. You don't know how bad it is, and you care about your career, right? I get that, right? But like I've had clients call me freaking out. They're like, "Oh, I think I felt a tear or a pop or something like that," and like I'm just like, "Okay, like can you move it? Like does it still work? Yeah, I can move it. Can you flex it? Yeah, I can flex it, but it hurts. Okay, yeah, like you're gonna be fine. You just have a little strain or tear or something like
Yeah,
that. Like it's
yeah,
like if you can move it and there's a neurological connection with it, like you're good. You're gonna be fine, right?
yeah. There's too many people these days complaining about the smallest.
Come on, what do you think happened? What the fuck do you think's gonna happen? You're gonna not ever get hurt, and that's the thing. It's like people. I've had so many injuries now. It's hilarious, but it's like if you and I remember when I would get them initially, and like I'd be down in the dumps, like, oh, I got to take a few weeks off, and like you get so in your head, like, dude, you're gonna be fine. It takes again, and you can still focus on what you can control. So like, okay, you hurt your bicep, so you can't do biceps or back for a couple weeks. Like, just do fucking push days and leg days and triceps. Like,
Don't stop.
yeah, your body's gonna be fine. And dude, even if you had to take 2 or 3 weeks off completely, as long as you just stick to your diet, you'll notice that you'll lose some fullness and stuff like that, but your body's gonna hold up really well.
I've seen people get injured, really not change that much. And like, man, you still look like you didn't lose much of size at all. Other people who get hurt and just like they fall off. I get it. I get the mental part, man. It's struggle, but dude, that you gotta be tough, man. Like that's
Yeah, you got your mind just has to switch right away. So you get hurt.
what can I do?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, what's wrong with it? How bad is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Get your fucking diagnosis, get your prognosis. Implement every recovery method you can think of right away. Physio, massage, chiro, whatever is needed, BPC, TB 500, whatever you can do to speed up the healing, like initiate right away.
Mhm.
Then get in the gym. I figure out what can I do, what can I not do.
I tore this tricep. Oh 09, I think it was, or something like that. And I thought my career, I was like, I'm finished. I'm absolutely done. And I said, no, I got to see what I can do with this. I did one pro show. I didn't do that. I got was kind of, but I was full, not because of the arm really, because I was flat. But then I got in a car accident, tore this shoulder, half my rear delt, my tricep, and everything, all the other problems I had. And I went back to get on stage, and I don't know if I could still be. I had to find out how good I still could be. I worked around all those injuries and still like did the best I've ever done with like 2 torn triceps, you know, scars everywhere, and I still was able. And I was smaller too. Wasn't as big as I used to be, and still did it. I do. What can I control? I went crazy in my diet. I went crazy on cardio. I just did everything 100%, and still did. I had to know. So I don't understand people like you said, if you hurt your bicep, man, you better be working on your legs. You know what I mean? Do the left side.
Okay, guys, we have to stop this episode right here. But if you want to see 20 minutes of bonus content, head over to www.ifbbama.org.
Nice. And don't forget to subscribe, guys, like it, and comment. Let us know what you think.